Hello and welcome to the Game Hub review of Kung Fu Panda 2, the video game. Right, you play as Po, and well, as you would expect, there are three main levels, and each level is just a room by room. It does take you a good couple of hours to do each level. It does have autosave, so there's no stopping and saving. There's very little structure to it, but as I say, you've got three main levels, and yeah, just go from one room to another, to another room. It's all very confined spaces. You can't really explore too much. Each level, you follow a different master of the training hall. You can follow Croc, Ox, or Shifu, which is the Grand Master, that little kind of rat thing, or fox, or whatever it is. Main object of the game is to beat the main boss, which is the Dragon King, it's Komodo Dragon. There are various other objectives throughout the game, like freeing the snake, I think is one, freeing the baboon. It is a tie-in with, obviously, with the Kung Fu Panda 2, the movie. It doesn't follow the story, it is a separate story, which a lot of people do, but they do seem to only do that now because they're released so much earlier than the films themselves. I guess they don't want to release too many spoilers. The gameplay, as you can see, it's quite linear. What you're looking at now is pretty much all you do the entire game. You can complete the whole game just by pressing square. You've literally got to smash objects to collect things and kill different enemies. There are about 10 different types of enemies. There are 3 wolves, one just a normal wolf, one with a shield, and one that can shoot. There are 3 Komodo dragons, one that can shoot, one that can throw other things, and one that's just normal. 3 types of gorilla, one that ground slams, one that does nothing really, and I can't honestly remember what the other one does. I think it may shoot as well or throw things. As I said before, all you've got to do the entire game is just square, 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 square. None of the enemies, even the bosses, take any real, well, they're no obstacle whatsoever. You literally just press square. If you fancy a change, you're a bit bored of pressing square or the respective button on the Xbox 360, you can go for triangle for a harder attack. I think you can either go for circle for grab, but I don't think the entire game I used that. The only time I used triangle was when I wanted a change and see what it can do. As you progress through the game, there are 3 new abilities you can learn. One which is kind of a quick attack where you can kill about 4 or 5 things at once. As you progress through the game, the enemies do get better, so some of the Komodo dragons can take 20 or 30 different hits to kill them. So that's really, really useful if you're just bored of pressing square again and again and again. The other ability is the tuck and curl, which you roll into a ball and you basically bowl them down. The only time that is useful is there are some small, once you've achieved it, there are about 6 or 7 different places where you can roll into a ball, go through a hole, and it'll take you to another part of the level, another part of the room where you may have missed some collectibles. And the other one is the Grand Slam. This is only used, I didn't bother using it once for enemies apart from for an achievement or trophy. One where you have to de-shield 10 enemies, but there are about 4 doors in the whole game that you can smash with this thing that you learn from Ox. Another part of the game is collectibles. It is very heavy on collectibles. There are 600 gold, 600 steel, and 600 iron collectibles. Every time you see, you can just see now, a vase. If you smash that, then up to about 10 different items can pop out of it. So it does add up to your 600. There are often some hidden ones. I would recommend, once completing the game once, you can revisit anywhere that you want to pick up missing collectibles, so I wouldn't worry about following the guide all the way through, because 600 it's just going to take you too long. But there is a way that you can see how many you've got left to collect. If you've only got like 1 left, which I had 1 gold left, you can go through one of the guides on either Xbox 360 Achievements.org or PS3Trophies.org and just visit everywhere where it says there is 1 gold somewhere. The collectibles does get really tiring. It'll probably be the last achievement that you do. The main point of this game really is like a lot of the movie tie-in games now, they've just become games for trophies and achievements. It's for nothing else. There's no enjoyment of running around and pressing square, square, square. Even when I was 5 or 6, I don't think I would have enjoyed a game like this past an hour. I got really bored. It took about 6 hours to platinum, and I got really bored after the hour. There's very, very little story progression. The graphics are really, really terrible. In all of the videos, none of the voices tie in with the animation. The absolute worst thing about it is it's obviously been knocked up in about a week. There's no, so it's absolutely packed full of glitches everywhere. Fortunately, they shouldn't impact trophies, achievement, or game progression much. It's just things like you might get trapped on top of something, and you might have to quit out to get back off it again. An enemy might not get killed. You might not get up, and you keep on doing that kind of seizure thing on the floor that some games do. And some of the collectibles, especially in the Crocs levels, they disappear as soon as you've broken a vase, so you don't know if you've collected them or not. But if you revisit, it all is fine. As I said before, it's just a game for trophies. 6-hour platinum or 1000 G. All of the trophies, you've got some combat related trophies, which is you should just get through normal gameplay, like with your special abilities, bowl 10 people over with the duck and curl thing, just standard things like that. Collectibles for collecting every collectible in the game, and story progression trophies. Really, really, really easy. I do recommend only playing this if you want the trophies or achievements. That's the only reason I got it. There's not really much else to say other than my rating of the game. You can see for yourself, all that's happening is square, 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 square. I think in the entire game I did not die one single time. So as you can imagine, it can get quite boring. But the graphics, I give it a 2. The gameplay and the quality of game, I'll give it a 1, I think. And the enjoyment of the game, again, a 1. Speed of platinum, I'll give it a 10, because I reckon it's probably the 5th fastest platinum I've got. I've got 68 platinum, and it was the 5th easiest. So with the 10s and the low scores, I give it a 3 out of 10 overall. Everything you can see, pretty much all it is. If you've got any other reviews that you would like to see, or trophy help guides to visit my others, just send me a request, and I'm happy to go and get the game, or if I haven't played it.